Guys, this is Catherine Najaho with another basic video in JavaScript. All right, so today we're going to learn about functions and arrays. We learned a little bit about arrays in my last video, but this video we're going to learn how to apply functions or use functions and arrays together. All right, so what we're going to learn in this video is... what a function is. So we're going to learn what a function is, parts of a function, how to call a function, and then we're going to use functions with arrays. All right, cool. All right, y'all can tell me to stop. You know, I tend to act on the crazy side sometimes. So what is a function, right? Well, I like to think of functions as a procedure or a recipe, whichever. What is it? Tomato? Anyway, let's get on, right? So functions is a procedure. Let's take, for instance, hot chocolate. So make some hot chocolate, please. Well, how do we do that? So first, we're going to fill a little pot or kettle with water, right? I hope you guys know how to boil some hot water out there. You know, some of us don't know how to cook, much less boil some hot water. And if you hear my accent, I'm from Jamaica, so you might hear me pronounce my H as if it's not there. Second, heat the water until it starts to boil. Third, pour some of the water into a cup or mug. Fourth, pour the packet of hot chocolate into the cup with the hot water. Fifth, let cool for 5 minutes, then enjoy. Right? So this is just a step-by-step process of how to make hot chocolate. And you ever wondered how, a machine, a hot cocoa machine or a coffee machine makes the coffee for you? Well, it's programmed in there. All right, turn on, boil to this, dispense this way. And so in the real world, when we use vending machines and so forth, it's only a list of procedures that is being executed with conditions, of course, but you get the point. It's procedures, or you can call it recipe, whatever you want to call it. So that's how I want you to think about functions. All right. I'm not trying to use any technical words right now. We're going to get into that though. All right. Next, parts of a function. So this is the technical part, but hold on, relax, don't get crazy. This is the only part that you have to worry about being technical. All right. The next part, we're going to dive into code and you're actually going to see it before your eyes. So hang in there. Parts of a function. So declare a function by the keyword function. I'm going to read through these real quick and then I'm going to show you. Followed by the name of the function. So you could just call it like my function or something. And again, this right here is camel casing, where you start with a lowercase. The first word is lowercase and then every word after it is capital letter, starting with the word starts with a capital letter. All right. Then you're going to have your parentheses, and the function parameter, if any, is placed inside of this. So some functions can have a parameter and some functions don't have a parameter. It depends on your recipe, or it depends on your procedure, right? Curly brackets. So after the parentheses, we're going to do an open and close curly brackets. So the function definition is placed in between the open and closing brackets. So that's basically what differentiates a function from another function. Not just the name, but what it does. All right. All right. So we're done with the technical part. Was that crazy? No, you're good. You guys are still with me? All right, cool. Okay. All right, let's get over here. All right. So we said that the way that we code a function is that we start with a keyword function. So declare a function by function, right? And if you don't remember how to get to this area, in my last video, I told you to open up a new tab, and then right click the tab and hit inspect. And that will get you to the this area right here in your browser. And make sure you have Google Chrome. So if you missed my last video, it's important. I like imperative. To go back to my last video and watch how to get this up on your screen and so forth. All right. Now back to what I was saying. So we right clicked, we got this area right here. Then we're going to click on console. And you might see some gibberish in here. It's not gibberish, but I'm going to call it gibberish so your mind don't take heed to it. And then you just hit this little circle with that slash there. And it clears it. You click into it and then you can start typing. Yay! Right? All right. So back to my example. So we wrote function. That's the keyword. And then we're going to name it my function or my func, right? My func. And then it said parentheses and then curly braces. Now, to play around with the console, in order to go to the next line, you can't press enter. And if you press enter, it's just going to, you know, it's going to come out of that function or come out of the line that you were typing and act as if it has registered that function you created, right? But what you want to do is hit shift and enter to continue writing. So if you want to do a return in the console, you have to go shift and enter at the same time, and that's how you can go from line to line. Okay. All right, so we said that function, my func, this is the name of the function. In here would have been the parameter, right? And then inside here would be the definition or the function statements, definitions and statements, right? Go here. The declaration and statements go here. But for educational purposes, I think that we should call this the function definition. We'll just write definition. Yeah. So function definition go there. So that's how you set up a function in JavaScript. Super duper easy, right? I know you got it. But if you don't, remember, you can always email me or leave me a comment and I'll get right back to you. Promise. All right. Let's get back to our lesson. All right, so how to call a function, right? The way we call a function is by the name. So we write the name of the function and open and close parentheses. So let's go check it out. I had some stuff in it. So in here, we're going to say function, say hello to, and let's just write name here, which is the parameter, right? That's what's going to be passed into the function. And then remember, in order to go to the next line, you have to hold shift enter, right? And we're going to say console.log hi or hello. Oops. And our variable that we created in the parameter area, right? So that's our new function. Let me just delete that line. And we're going to hit enter. All right, so we have our function now. Now to use our function, like we just said just the name of the function and open and close parentheses. We're just going to say hello to Henry. Well, in parentheses because it's a string. Hello to Henry. And in a later video, I will be doing like primitives and things like that, explaining them more, like strings, booleans, you know, numbers. Oh, I'm creating another function. I'm sorry, wrong. All right, then we hit the enter and it says hello to Henry. Oh, because in the name, I'm like, why is it saying two hellos? Well, there you go, typo. I didn't need to say hello to, because I already created my function that says hello, right? So there you have it. So let's rewrite that and let's call him, let's give him a last name, Henry Adams, right? And then hit enter. There you go. You have Henry Adams. So that's how you use a function. Okay. The next thing we're going to learn is, drum roll, functions with arrays. So in my last video, I showed you how to use arrays, and now we're going to apply that with functions. All right. So this is going to be fun. All right, guys. So let's create an array. So var my list or my array, right? And equal sign, brackets. So we create an empty array. And if you want to learn about arrays, check back my video that I made last week, because that's all about array basics. And it gets you right, it makes you go right into arrays and understand it immediately, interacting with the stuff inside an array, creating arrays and all of that. So you want to check it out, because I don't know about you, but I had to, like, piece by piece look on the internet of how to do all of that stuff when I was just starting out. And majority of the time, they don't introduce those things immediately, right? So you want to check that video out to get up to date, so that you're not lost in the sauce in this video, okay? Lost in the hot sauce. Here I go again. All right. So now let's create our function. Let's create a function called add item. Right? Let's call it add item. And then our parameter is going to be item. And remember, in order to return in the console, shift enter. Now, so the first thing we're going to put in here is our array name. So my array. And we talked about the push method in the last video. So in the push, so we're going to put a parentheses, and we're going to use the variable again that we created in the parameter, right? And then after we add the item, add the item to the array, we want to console.log it, so we see that it's there. Console.log my array, right? We want to show that array, and then we're gonna hit enter. All right, so let's try it out. So we're going to, the way we use our function is by the name, parentheses. We're gonna send something in here. We're gonna say I don't know, potato. So we're gonna add potato to our list or to our array, and hit enter. And there it is. It shows that we just added potato. It's one item in our array, and it's potato. Let's add another thing. So add item. In parentheses, we're going to say apples. Apples and potato. Apples and potato. No? I didn't think so either. All right, then we hit enter. And now we have potato and apples. Cool, right? All right, guys, so let's review real quick. So we learned what a function is, which is a procedure, a set of things to do as specified. We also learned the parts of a function. We know that function is the keyword that we use, and then the function name. Then in here, we put the parameter in the parentheses. And then after that follows curly braces. And within that curly brace, the curly braces, we're going to put the function definition, right? And then we learned how to call a function, and this is the format to call a function, the name of the function, and parentheses, right? And we also applied our knowledge that we learned on functions and arrays and used them together. Okay, so just a quick snapshot of, or snapback rather, of what we just went over. We said that we created the array, right? And we said a function, that's the keyword, that's the name of the function, that's the parameter, and then inside the brackets is the definition, or that's where you have your declarations and statements if you want to be technical and use technical terms. All right, and then we learned how to call a function, the name of the function, and then the parentheses. And of course, we passed a parameter in this one. So now you know how to do that. All right, guys, if you like this video and you have any questions or you would like to know more about something, please don't forget to like this video, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I will be posting new tutorials every Saturday morning. And this is Catherine Ajajo, and see you later. Bye.